Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Libra. How are you guys? Libra, let's see what's going on with you. What do we got here? Courage. Someone is gaining the courage here to take action because you can see these waves crashing upon the shore. Yeah, I see pleasure. See, there's an opportunity for pleasure. Someone's looking at this opportunity. You can see a pathway leading towards this archway. So there's an opportunity for pleasure. But someone needs to take action. Yeah, I do see happiness. I see pleasure, good times here. A lot of happiness, two people talking, connecting, riding the wave. This is a card of communication. I see a new beginning. Ooh, yeah, this is someone about to go down this path and take this opportunity. Yeah, there's someone listening or talking to people here, feeling delight. So someone's feeling very happy. There's an opportunity. Wow, got a new beginning. We got a new beginning. Yeah, so this is about emotional fulfillment. There's a peach here that's ripening, and you can see that moon is coming out. So there's going to be some clarity. So there's still a few clouds hanging over that. So there's definitely some sort of clarity. But it has to do with fulfillment. Someone's feeling very positive, feeling happy for an opportunity. Ooh, some kind of pleasure. You know, you may have already made a connection here, some of you, but it's about getting it moving. See, the sun is starting to rise on this new beginning. So it's about emotional fulfillment here. Let's have a look at courage. What is the courage about? Yeah, the sun's shining. It's about making a move. It's about new. It's going down a new path. We have the Empress here. Yeah, so some of you are definitely open to new. The Empress is always open to new, offers, opportunities, ideas. But yeah, there's someone here being courageous about going down this path. And then we have the Page of Stones. So we have a person a little apprehensive. Yeah, it has to do with the person laying the foundation. I feel like we have a person who hasn't followed through. So if you have opportunity, you may have multiple here with this energy. Yeah, because I do see multiple opportunities. Yeah, but it's a whole new path here. Some of you have been on a particular path doing your own thing, Libra. But this is someone who hasn't followed through. Yeah. But yet there's this happiness. So that's interesting. This is someone apprehensive. They're a little uncertain there, you know. You can see this person sitting on a chair at a campsite. They're camping out. They're not moving. And they got their little dog. They're holding it close. Tell me about the new beginning. It's like someone started something, and I do feel it was pleasurable, but it's about going down this path. You can see the Empress has this path. It's the path that you've already been on, I feel. You've already traveled on that path. Yeah, there definitely was happiness and pleasure, but someone hasn't followed through. They haven't made any kind of commitment. It's a person who communicates where it's not clear. See, there needs to be clarity. And then we have, yeah, the Empress only waits for so long, and now we have another opportunity. See, someone kept someone waiting. This person's open to new, and this is yourself, Libra, but it has to do with the courage to go down this path. Some of you feel pretty confident. You're open, but yet you have a person who's apprehensive. So there you are waiting. Now, it could be this person waiting for you, but I don't feel that that's it. This is a person who lacks emotion. They communicate in a way where there's nothing emotional, because it's about that emotional fulfillment. So, yeah, this person hasn't followed through. Now we have, while you're waiting, someone else coming in. So this is about listening. Someone's feeling delighted, feeling happy because of this. Let's have a look at delight. What is this? It's a little bird. And birds often listen. Yeah, or they talk to people. Something's making this person happy. Happy something they're hearing. But there it is. It's an energy of expansion. I do see someone there's. This is often expansion, waiting for the, waiting for someone here. It's time to look elsewhere. Yeah, we have a person who's been procrastinating. Should I or shouldn't I? But I feel this is should I wait or should I go? Because there's another opportunity. The Empress is just waiting a little bit here, just to see what's going on. Tell me about fulfillment. Yeah, so someone here is not coming in. Yeah, so there it is. There's change. So it's an energy of should I stay or should I just move on? But yet now we have the tables turning. And it's this person who probably felt that at first. Tell me about this Page of Stones. Yeah, so someone who's got up in their heads here. This is somebody here up in their head. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is someone who sees clearly. See, the Empress already sees clearly. The Empress is already open. You're feeling confident. But this is someone who's not feeling very confident. Yeah. But this person here, I mean, it could be the same person. It's about learning something, but it's often a person who comes across as a little cold. See, they're not being very emotional. But it's about happiness. They're learning. See, they're listening. So I think this is probably another person, because I feel like this is someone who definitely, I mean, it's almost like there's the similarity of lack of emotion. Emotionally unavailable. So it's about should I stay or should I go? Should I just walk away and move on? Yeah, it's like someone not getting what they want here. See, it's not emotionally fulfilling. What does this King of Swords want? This is a person learning something, and they're often their swords up. They're a little skeptical, but now you can see they're seeing clearly. This person knows what's expected. I do think they know that you're waiting. Tell me about this King of Swords. What does this person want? What are their intentions? And that's what I feel. This is a person, they're feeling confident and bold, so their intentions are to make a move. They know what they want. So this is just somebody gaining some kind of clarity here. It has to do with truth and something that they've learned. And I do feel talking to someone or listening. Yeah, to me it's more than likely talking. But I mean, it could be just cerebral energy, what they're thinking. It could be someone comparing someone to someone else. If you are comparing these two, I think it's just should I stay or should I go? Because I see waiting. Should I just wait? Or maybe move on and look elsewhere. What does this King of Wands want? What does this King of Wands want? What are they up to? They want the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think this is someone who's learned. There's a person who hasn't followed through, and they're actually happy about it. That's what I feel. Because now they can make a move. They want the Queen of Swords. They want someone who speaks truth. Yeah. The Empress certainly isn't a pushover, though, because I know you will speak your mind. You'll say what's on your mind, but they want you. Yeah, and they are the person who's the leader. They know what's expected. They have to take the lead. Yeah, I wonder if they want you to take the lead. I don't think so. No, it's just about learning, and they're delighted too because someone else hasn't followed through. They've learned this. I see. Yeah, we have a person tempering their passions, their emotions, but it's an energy of someone who's different than their usual type. See, doing things different. So this is an energy of patience, somebody learning to be patient. So they are tempering their passions, tempering their thoughts, their emotions. It's what they're thinking. It's whether you're their type or not. Yeah, someone here isn't feeling confident that you're their type. They're apprehensive. In other words, I wouldn't be surprised here. I mean, it's an Empress, but this just shows the start of something new, a new path. Let's have a look at the Two of Stones. Yeah. See, it's crossroads, making a decision. Should I stay or should I go? So it's a person trying to be patient. There's swords up, though. Like I say, a little skeptical, but I mean, this is a person here who, whatever it is that they've learned, and what they want is the Queen of Swords, which is yourself, or vice versa, because we have the King and Queen of Swords. But it has to do with crossroads, making a path, two people coming together. See, this is two people coming together. Should I go down this path? Tell me more about the Two of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with someone, a little test. See, they're going to reach out, a little test. So this is someone strategizing. They're overanalyzing the situation, but it's strategic. So they're about to execute a plan here. I can see what they're doing, a little test to reach out to see if you're interested. Now you can see this energy of this salamander. It's put itself in a place of protection. Someone who's skeptical, they've been taken advantage of before, whether it's you or them. But it's someone who's not putting themselves in a position of being taken advantage of, but yet they're reaching out. It's a little test. Yeah. It's an energy of being, has to do with being generous. The King of Wands can be fairly generous, but it's someone who's been taken advantage of, so their swords up. It's things that they've experienced. But if they want you, they're going to have to come and get you. Because I feel the Queen of Wands is like, should I stay or should I go? I mean, I'm guessing it's you. In the feminine energy, but if it's a masculine thinking that way, I think this person knows. They're wise. They have experience. They know you're waiting. They know you're waiting. They need to reach out. A little procrastinating too. Yeah. Tell me about the fulfillment. See, it's about getting fulfillment. Someone didn't get what they wanted. But because one of these people doesn't have confidence. Now, it could be this masculine cutting someone out themselves. So if you made a connection with this person in some way, and they have a person here who doesn't know what they want, they could be teaching them how they want to be treated. They'd be cutting this person out because they want the Queen of Blades. So I feel they're analyzing this, and I do think they're going to execute a plan and reach out. So someone teaching someone how to be patient. But in other words, this person, this person here is learning patience too, because this is a fast-moving energies. This is slow. I mean, this is painfully slow. Tell me about fulfillment. Someone who just about feels like giving up. See, it's a person feeling beat up. They feel like giving up. But when you're just about ready to give up, this person's going to reach out. There it is. See, it's about connecting. Two people talking, connecting, reciprocating. Yeah, there it is. There's the Hierophant, learning lessons. So it's someone who's learned something. And I do think they've learned that you have this opportunity, or that you're waiting. But while you're waiting, this person's going to be the one to take the opportunity, because the other person's apprehensive. So if it's not them cutting someone out for being apprehensive or not communicating, because this is someone who likes clear, decisive communication. So does the Queen of Swords. So they want someone who communicates clearly, someone who speaks truth, someone who's smart, articulate, wise, and a person who says it like it is. This is not someone who says it like it is. No. They don't communicate clearly. Interesting. They want the Queen of Swords, whoever they want. They know what they want. And they're not afraid to take in the lead either. And they are going to reach out, a little test. So let's have a look at the Hierophant. This is about being on the same page. Two people. See, this is someone who's just not on the same page with someone. So I'm guessing it's the King of Swords letting someone go. If not, it's yourself. With the World here, you can flip the energy, but the tables are turning. This is the tables turning here. There's change. Someone closing a chapter. So it is someone here. There is going to be truth, because it's seeing things clearly. Two people who communicate clearly, you see clearly. You know what's expected. I feel like you're both kind of know what's going on here, but it is an energy of a person moving on from someone who they're just not on the same page. They don't get each other. It could be lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves, or they feel that somebody isn't faithful or loyal. The King and Queen of Swords, it's interesting because it's about listening. Two people who listen and talk. So it has to do with it has to do with communication. It's almost like it's this person's pet peeve or something. But I do feel two people being on the same page. This is someone who has faith in themselves to make the right choice. But something they learned about another person, see, where they just felt like giving up. If you are the person, should I stay or go, you feel like giving up. This person's going to come in. And they do speak truth. And they want you to speak truth. They want you to say it like it is. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, you're in each other's energy. You're both thinking the same thing. And that's why I feel. It's just you both see clearly. You both want the other person to get it going. But generally, this is a person who's a leader. Let's ask again what they want. What does this person want? What do they want? They want the Cup. An offer, an invitation. Yeah, they do want the feminine to make a move. Wow. They want the Cup. An offer, an invitation, opportunity. See, there's happiness here. This is somebody learning something that makes them feel happy. It's about going down this path, two people coming together going down this path, but there is a situation that isn't going anywhere. So this person knows. And I feel like you probably know too. Tell me more. I'm going to go on the King of Wands. Some of you could have a couple opportunities here, but I feel like it's just the person. Tell me about the King of Swords. What does this person want? You want to take a little pause and look at this from a different perspective. They want to check things out. They're doing their due diligence here. They're just checking things out. They're taking a little pause. They're putting the shoe on the other foot too. How the other person feels. So that's what it is. The table's turning. They want that Cup, though. It's almost like they want the feminine to take the lead, but I'm not feeling it here. They want the Cup, though. The offer, they want this opportunity. That's what it is. They want this opportunity. Yeah, it has to do with, someone's pride. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best, but it's what they hope to achieve. What this person hopes to achieve. They maybe just want you to accept this Cup. Because I do see a test in reaching out. To see if you reciprocate. But this is about someone who's been taken advantage of. They're not putting themselves in a position to be taken advantage of. The salamanders got themselves hidden. So interesting. Yeah, and I see the Three of Cups. So there is an energy of 3. So it does look like a person isn't following through. Someone is not getting emotional fulfillment. They're not emotionally fulfilled. So someone who knows what they want, and it's what they hope to achieve. This person is ambitious. They have goals. So they want somebody who has goals. But what they're hoping to achieve is that Cup. So it's offering you the Cup, I'm sure, because I can't see this person. This is just not the energy of someone who, because they know what's expected of them. Now, if you have some sort of choice here, it's who you expect. May not be what comes in, but yeah. The Three of Cups is opportunity. Someone reaching out. Online dating, social media, or through other people. Maybe reaching out to someone else through other people. They're talking to people here. Why is this here? Three of Swords, or Three of Cups. Yeah, see, there's opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. but it's what they're learning. It's about being on the same page, talking, communicating. They want to know more. They want to know about your lifestyle habits, the way you conduct yourself. So this person has faith in making the right choice, that whatever it is they've done here, they made the right choice. They're clearing out the path. Slow and steady wins the race. But this is just a person assessing the situation. See, now the tables are turned. So this person wanted you to take the lead. Now the tables are turned. They see opportunity and they're going to go for it here. I see what's going on. Man, oh man. But this is someone who wants you. They're determined here. They're very focused on what they want, and it has to do with what they hope to achieve. But they also want someone with goals, someone who's ambitious. This is often an adventure, someone with an adventuresome spirit. So it's about giving someone attention. So some of you could have, I don't know if this person, they want you to chase after them. I don't think so. Not with that, not with that sword up. There's no way this person wants someone chasing them. It has to do with taming the beast. See, they're taming the beast within themselves, but it is about confidence. Oh, I know what they want. Forgiveness. Kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. This person's looking for forgiveness. That's what it is. They want you to take this cup. It's a fresh new start. It's a person who wants another opportunity. So you know who this person, you've crossed paths with them. I see. Through other people, online dating, someplace in your community. Maybe a place where you go, that there's a habit, a place that you go that's part of your life schedule, your routine, but there's the connection. See, being on the same page. But it's all about looking ahead to see if the coast is clear. See, the all clear. This is someone clearing things up. They're clearing something up here. They're cutting something out here because they do see opportunity. They see the opportunity. They're manifesting here. They have every Gemini energy too. They have everything they need to manifest their desires. So this is just a person preparing. They're preparing themselves. And they're clearing things out, clearing the path. So they're basically clearing that path. Whoever this is. Because it's like there's no way that with this energy this person expects you to take the lead. They just want truth. They just want you. Someone who speaks truth and communicates. Because this is someone dealing with someone who doesn't communicate. They're just not on the same page. They just don't get this person. They are taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Seeing things a little differently here. Or they've been just checking you out, online dating, social media, seeing that you're getting a lot of attention. If you are getting a lot of attention, I mean, it looks like they want to offer you the cup. But it's a fresh new start. This is forgiveness. They want another chance. It's somebody who wants another chance. That's what it is. Forgiveness. They want forgiveness. And they do. It has to do with somebody who isn't confident too. Somebody here isn't confident and this person feels confident. So tell me about the Empress. Yeah, the Empress is thinking here too, see, about not making the same mistakes of the past. But it has to do with, again, clearing the path. It has to do with breaking free from a situation. It's about being free from a situation. The Empress is doing a lot of thinking. Yeah. It's often a self-imposed trap, someone in their head, but I see tempering their thoughts, getting out of your head. Both of you getting out of your head. You're in each other's heads. Like you're both doing the same thing. You're both doing it. You're both thinking of each other, thinking the same thing. That's why this doesn't make any sense. Because both of you see clearly about this new beginning. Now, it is possible you both have something new coming in, but it's not going anywhere. This is someone who sees opportunity, but there's an opportunity that's not moving. It's not going to the next level. Now, if you've crossed paths with this person before and it didn't go anywhere because they did that, they want forgiveness. Maybe they're forgiving you. I don't know. But it's like you're both in each other's energy, thinking of each other. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. This is someone, see, it's all about timing. See, it's all about good luck and timing. This is someone who's been kind of moving slow here. If you have 3 people by any chance, because it almost feels like 3 different energies. I feel they all want you, except for this one person. Well, they probably want you and act like they're not interested. And it could be where they're leveling up and now they're assessing this. Somebody with some Taurus energy. Yeah, see, pre-manifesting, preparing. Somebody didn't feel ready, so they're pre-manifesting here. Someone clearing the path, getting ready. But it has to do with if you're just about ready to give up, like you're not going to get your cup filled. I feel like you will. You're going to get your cup filled. But just watch out for someone who comes in where they want you to fill their cup. And then they don't follow through. Because if there is an agreement and you've had someone who's like, let's get together, let's go do something. And then they kind of offer something here. If you give me what I want kind of energy, or what they're thinking, and then maybe I'll fill your cup and give you what you want. But I feel some of you, there was disappointment. So you're not making the same mistakes you've made. But I do think there's a lot of overthinking here, and 2 people are thinking about each other. I do see forgiveness. Someone here didn't follow through. Maybe you had an agreement here and they didn't follow through. One of these isn't going anywhere, because I do feel it has to do with someone who comes back around and they never change. See, it's someone who's never going to change. And that's why I feel you're going to break free and you're not going to repeat mistakes of the past. You're not putting yourself in a position to be taken advantage of. I get it now. Boy, oh boy. See, it's very complicated when those swords are up with this kind of energy. It's someone who makes things more complicated than they need to be, because that's the overthinking. But yeah, should I stay or should I go? Or someone comparing someone to someone else. It's also a person judging a book by its cover, which is often a person who feels someone's out of their league. But there is judgment, decision. So this is someone who wants you to make a decision. That could be the thing with the Queen of Swords. They want you to make a decision. Maybe to forgiveness. But it does have to do with kindness, compassion, confidence, inner strength. But there's the Wheel of Fortune, the timing. See, it's a cycle ending. Someone's closing a book on the past. This is a new opportunity. So it has to do with someone feeling lucky, seeing things in a different light. It's a person preparing. I do think it is going to be forgiveness for some of you. Yeah, there's been some hurt, heartache, hurt feelings. I feel like you're both thinking about each other a lot here. But yeah, this is an end of the hurt and heartache. The cycle's over. See, we have a person going to be left behind. Somebody here isn't going to get what they want. Yeah, it's a person who comes in when they want attention. I do think you got a person who wants attention. If you don't give them what they want, they get it somewhere else. Yeah, it's a person who's never going to change. So that's an energy of you breaking free and not putting yourself in a position of this, because the Empress is here. You're not going to make that mistake. You're wise. Yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back, a painful period's over. But the interesting thing is you do have a person rising like the phoenix from the ashes. So if you didn't do this, it's someone else. Or they didn't. But yeah, it's a painful period's over. There's change coming. Closing a chapter, a whole new chapter. Now we have a person rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Who is this person? Who is this person that's coming in? Because it really isn't clear. It's someone who's your type. See, some of you feel something is off while you're waiting. You know, that's where I feel. But it is a test of patience. Your patience is being tested. Well, the Empress can do that. The Empress is confident. Whatever it is that you need to overcome. But who is it that's coming in? It's saying to trust your intuition. You already know the answers you're seeking. See your inner knowing. You already know. That's your inner wisdom. You're seeing clearly. This other person's seeing clearly too. So there is an energy of something being cleared up. So there was definitely some hurt feelings. These are two people who've both been hurt. Their swords are up. And that's why I feel maybe both of you, the things that you've experienced, sharing some experiences here. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is a person grounding themselves. It's a person being gracious, but it's about feeling safe. Some Taurus energy there too. That comes from the Empress too. But that's your energy, Libra. Unless you're a masculine. Could be. There's Libra and Gemini, Aquarius energy. It's this other person here that I'm, like I feel it's all about putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels, but it's energy of someone taking a pause, looking at this differently, feeling differently. So some of you, while you're waiting, I feel like it's yourself feeling differently, that there's someone here who probably isn't your type. Now we have the Queen of Wands coming out and the Truth. So there is enlightenment in seeing truth in a situation. I see a victory. There is going to be a victory, enlightenment. You're both going to speak your truth. You both know what you want. This is a person who's very independent too. This is a sign of independence. So maybe you're too independent. This person... it's so interesting because, this is a beautiful opportunity. There's an invitation. This person's going to fill your cup. But there was someone here who wanted you to fill their cup, indulge me, give me what I want. But they never followed through. So now you have a new person coming in. So there is going to be clarity, and it has to do with seeing the truth that there's someone new. You got a person who's a runner. Yeah, you got a person taking decisive action. See, they're hurrying up. They're taking decisive action. It's someone who doesn't want you to get away. Yeah. So whatever happened, this delight with someone talking to someone, feeling delighted. They're feeling happy. Because we have a person who hasn't followed through. Because it's everything this person's learning. This is crazy energy. But yeah, you've got a runner. Someone who comes in all enthusiastic and then they run away. So one of these people's a runner, and I feel it's someone who wants you to chase them. They want you to, it's someone who wants you to come after them and chase them, but you're not going to chase. The Empress isn't chasing, so this person runs away because they know they're not going to get what they want. But the other person takes decisive action. See, they're showing interest. They're invested. They're interested here. They want to know everything about you. So that's what you're going to learn a lot from this. This is about experience. Yeah, there it is. This person comes in right. They put the shoe on the other foot. See, the other person doesn't. So there it is. It isn't just one person, it's several people. Wow. Usually when I ask the questions, I usually get pretty good clarity. But there's like a lot of energy here. It could be this person, what do they want? They want to take the lead. They want to give you this cup. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is, but definitely watch out for the person here who doesn't follow through. If you had an agreement with someone and then they didn't follow through, you filled their cup, gave them with what they want, and you never got what you wanted. You never got the commitment. You're not going to repeat mistakes of the past. You're not putting yourself in the position to be taken advantage of. And I would have to say the King of Swords is like that too. So interesting. King of Swords, King of Wands. You've got something going with this person. There's definitely passion and desire. Yeah, it's about being emotionally available. It's about being vulnerable. Looking at how the other person feels. So you have someone who's emotionally available and mature. They're not afraid of wearing their heart on their sleeve. Yet they're, it has to do with, because I asked what they want, and I'm like, they want you to give them the cup? Anyway, there's beautiful change coming. Tables are turned. Yeah, this is someone who longs for love. I do see someone giving a gift, a sentimental gift. It's often a person who'll show you they like you. Very common energy. They do something nice. But it's also an energy of, you got a person here who, and I'm going to tell you, there is that person here who's going to act innocent. They are going to possibly reach out, a test, and try to tempt you. It's going to take a lot of your strength to avoid this person. But it's trying something different, a different person. So some of you, it's really becoming the Empress and being patient, waiting till someone's ready to make a move. Yeah, there's the Emperor coming out. It's funny, I could flip the deck up and like, there it is, you know. It's like, this just feels like something that's kind of meant to be. But whatever it is this other person did, I do feel they are someone who will never fill your cup. They'll never fill your needs, where this other person will. And they're going to, this is someone who's going to make it happen. They're strategizing and analyzing. They're coming up with a plan. They're pre-manifesting and preparing themselves. Yeah. See, the Empress is already kind of prepared here, but this is, I feel, where someone starts to use that Empress energy, is by not repeating mistakes of the past, not putting yourself in a position to be taken advantage of. So you're certainly not going to chase after someone. Because I feel like we have someone who's trying to get you to, reaching out to a little test, you know, to tempt you, to get you to chase. But this is, you have another opportunity coming in. So that's why I feel, if you're comparing one to the other, nothing compares to the Empress or the Emperor. But this person's going to take this opportunity. Yeah, look at that. There it is. See, it's a person avoiding a disaster with someone. Yeah, you're going to avoid this person. But I feel this person's learning this. And this is where this person comes in too. Applying the lessons learned. I'm going to be honest. This is two people going to teach each other how you want to be treated because of experiences you've had in the past. You're basically both doing that due diligence. The Emperor here is someone who doesn't want to be vulnerable. But they're going to come in. See, they're coming in very humble in a vulnerable way. But now it has to do with the Empress. Yeah, just let me have a quick look here. I don't want to miss anything for you guys because I want you to be prepared. See, all about taking a pause, checking things out, putting the shoe on the other foot. Yeah, taming the beast. You're going to be teaching each other how you want to be treated, yet you have all this happiness coming in. So whatever this person's delighted, they're happy that whoever this is didn't follow through. Could be some friends of friends with the Two of Cups, but they want to talk to you. They want to connect. And here's another thing that's interesting. If someone's talking to people, here's what they're saying about you. It's refreshing to talk to somebody who speaks clearly and knows what they want and speaks truth. Somebody with morals and values. See, you're on the same page. So this is someone talking and saying good things about you. Very, very nice energy. So there's beautiful change, a whole new chapter. It's saying just go with the flow, let go of control, and just see where this goes. Wow. New beginnings. Take care. Bye for now.